You wake up, commute, and spend the next 8 hours sitting totally motionless in an office chair. Yet by the time evening comes, you realize you have zero energy left to play with your kids or engage in a hobby. You haven't lifted a single heavy object or done any manual labor today, so why does your body feel like it just finished a strenuous workout? Your muscles haven't actually expended any physical energy. The exhaustion you are feeling is coming from an entirely different biological system. It is your brain and your nervous system that are completely tapped out. In psychology, this condition is known as cognitive overload. This is a measurable, physiological state of neurological fatigue. This diagram illustrates what happens when you force a computer to run 100 complex programs at once. The data pipeline bottlenecks, tasks pile up, and the entire system simply freezes. Our modern routines have turned our nervous system into that overheating processor, creating a disconnect between how little our bodies move and how fast our minds are forced to run. Throughout the day, you are constantly running invisible background tabs, ongoing office pressure, a steady stream of digital notifications, and the mental math of monthly expenses. As this visualization shows, managing all these abstract concepts siphons power directly from brain's central energy reserves, even while your physical body remains stationary. When that fatigue hits, the automatic reflex is to collapse onto the sofa and reach for a smartphone or turn on the television. We operate under the assumption that resting our physical body automatically provides rest for our brain. Reaching for that screen actually injects a high volume of new data into your mind at the exact moment your mental bandwidth is already maxed out. Scrolling through a feed forces your eyes and your visual cortex to work overtime just to process the rapid, continuous visual changes on the screen. Looking at this schematic of the human nervous system, you can see how this relentless flood of digital information funnels directly into the brain's central processing nodes. The brain categorizes this unnatural velocity of input as an immediate environmental threat, triggering a biological defensive response. This continuous alert state keeps the body locked in a defensive posture, stalling the very biological processes meant to repair it. So while externally you might look like someone lying comfortably on a couch, internally your nervous system is reacting as if you are actively fleeing a predator. Fake rest keeps our bodies in a state of high alert, effectively blocking the deep cellular and cognitive recovery we actually need. This creates the defining paradox of the modern worker, being wired and deeply tired at the same time. This high alert state is why you suffer from profound physical fatigue during the afternoon, yet find yourself unable to fall asleep at night. To break this cycle, we have to successfully signal biological safety to an overheating brain. Curing this type of exhaustion requires the intentional elimination of new data. You have to shut off the information valve entirely. This is the practice of true rest. It is characterized by the complete absence of external sensory stimulation and screens. It requires leaving your digital devices in another room and sitting in total silence with your eyes closed for at least 10 minutes. Creating this zero-input environment provides the specific conditions your nervous system needs to recalibrate its threat sensors without interference. You can also achieve this by taking a slow, silent walk outside without headphones or background music. Next time that heavy exhaustion hits, replace the instinct to look down at a screen with the physical act of looking up at the sky. In an era defined by a constant barrage of information, the discipline to do absolutely nothing has become a necessary tool.